Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. To get into an anti-haul, this is not a video that's going to drag any company, although it is a video where I'm going to tell you what I'm not going to purchase and the reasons why I'm not going to purchase them. So maybe if you're looking for insight into the product, I may not review it, but I'll give you my thoughts on the product itself. So thank you guys for tuning in. If this is your first time to my videos, I'm Alexander. I do videos every week. I really appreciate it if you would subscribe down there, or there's a button there. I'm not so sure where the button is. But if you click that subscribe button, you will be entered into giveaways that are coming up very soon. And yeah, so let's get into the video. I'm gonna start off with Queen Rihanna's products. Like, it's been so hyped on the platform, like it's insane. So I'm going to talk about the Fenty Beauty foundations. I really don't want to invest in the Fenty Beauty foundation because it oxidizes already, and then on my skin tone it's gonna oxidize even more. And we don't have a Sephora nearby or Ulta or anything like that that's in the US, so we don't have the opportunity of going into the store and swatching them. So it's difficult to choose a shade online, which is gonna be worse, because imagine if I chose the wrong shade, whether it's too light and then it oxidizes and then it becomes too dark for my skin tone, or if it's too dark for my skin tone and it oxidizes and get even darker, I'm just not gonna waste that kind of money. And it's not the cheapest foundation to do something like that, so I think we're just gonna pass on it. Trophy Wife highlighter, I am not going to purchase it because it looks a bit too yellow, and it's going to look too sparkly because it has like more glitter and it's more shimmery. They're more of a satin. It's gonna be highly noticeable, and I don't think that it would suit my skin tone per se. I'm not saying that it's going to be a bad highlighter or the highlight is bad consistency, as you've seen reviews on it, but I don't think that it's gonna suit me. It's too shimmery, so like it's gonna look like you just took a bunch of gold dust and on the face, and no, I do not want that. I want something that's going to give me a highlight, but it's not going to be so noticeable where it's like, yeah, you wearing highlighter. Next product I'm going to talk about is the KKW Cream Contours. Kim, I'm such a fan of you. I love you. But unfortunately, these kind of fell short. Well, when it comes to contour and darker skin tone, as you can see, I'm like so bronzed up today because I've been in the sun for a while, and you know how that goes. So it's difficult to find contour that's dark enough for darker skin tone. The deepest shade in the KKW cream contour is not that great, and I've seen some reviews where people that are my skin tone or darker, I may look brighter because of these lights, but I'm slightly darker than this. So yeah, it didn't work out for them. And the product, come on Kim, you could have just came out with like longer sticks. Even NYX has better sticks than that and match my skin tone instead of being darker because it's a contour. So I don't think I'm going to purchase the KKW cream contour. And the product is so little, but like for the price, Another KKW product that I will not be purchasing is the KKW powder contours. Kim, I love everything you do, but girl, contour and bronzer looks like it's gonna look like a foundation, and it's not gonna be dark enough to contour and give that bronziness to the skin. So I'm not going to purchase that because it's really expensive, and there's only 3 contours. Couldn't she get like a deep contour for those people that really want darker contours, Like, everybody doesn't come in light shades. Yeah, come on, please. It's 2017. The Jelly Beam highlighter by the brand Farsali. Expensive for just a highlighter. Girl, it's just too expensive. Comes in one shade, and I don't like my highlights to be very icy, and I feel like it's going to be icy on my skin because it tends to pull more grayish and then get ashy as a highlighter. Well, it's the world's first jelly highlighter or something like that dries down to a powder finish. But I doubt that it's gonna look good on my skin tone or deeper. Yeah, so no, come on, man. What I'm going to talk about is the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. Girl, their shade ranges suck. I doubt that the Butter Bronzer is gonna do anything. It's gonna probably be like my skin tone though. Yeah, so Physicians Formula, get your life together. Expensive product, literally on this list. It's the Sicily Tinsure Primer. I love primers, but I'm going to purchase this primer because my Benefit Professional does a great job at it, and you could definitely try to make your foundation last longer with different hacks. If you want to see something like that, please list it down below. Yeah, it's way too expensive for a primer, like to buy like 2 high-end foundations with that kind of thing. But I don't see the need in getting something like that because you could achieve a longer lasting foundation without having to splurge on primer. Galaxy palette by Fenty. It's just too glittery and there's no matte shades in the palette at all, so I don't think I recommend that because it's not a palette that you can travel with. It's nothing that's an everyday kind of thing, and yeah, and I don't think I'm gonna even buy it just to test it out. It doesn't ship to South Africa, so most of these brands don't ship to South Africa, so we're gonna have to use a company that put it to us in South Africa, and that price is not worth it. The Matte and Polish by Maybelline, because when I went to go and initially purchase it, I went to test out the shades at Discount, and there was not a shade for me. There was either 2 light shades and 2 extremely dark shades that I'm not going to be mixing any foundations. I don't think so. I know that Maybelline has bigger shade range, but I don't think that it's an idea to purchase it because you purchase Maybelline online and pay way extra for it when it really comes primer by Farsali. This thing is so expensive for 15 ml, 1,500 here, sold here in South Africa. It's not available in stores. People that buy stuff from the US and import it into South Africa charges way high prices, and it actually is more expensive than the Sicily primers here. Hoola Bronzer by Benefit. This is non-existent on my skin tone. It does not show up at all when I've tested it in the store. It's terrible. It's insanely horrible. They came up with Hoola Light, but they couldn't come up with a Hoola Dark. Like, really. In the next one, thank you guys for watching.